The following is a special presentation of 18 WJTS Sports. This is Indiana High School basketball here on 18 WJTS TV. High school basketball is proudly brought to you by Southern Indiana Propane, Mehringer Plumbing, Heating and Air, DuBois County Tire, and Ubalor & Sons Chevy, Cadillac, Toyota. It's time to settle in, as tip-off is moments away.
Welcome to Harrison High School. Tonight, the Jasper Wildcats making up a ball game on a Tuesday night, and it's a conference game against the Evansville Harrison Warriors. Warriors stand at 11-9, Jasper stand at 12-8. Hello, everybody. I'm Craig Schneider, along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video. And Jason, usually after you get that sectional draw, we usually have a few days to kind of take a look at things, you know, when it comes to who we're playing and all that. But of course, just usually have one final game, which that'll be Thursday night against Bedford. But have a game to make up, and it's a big game really for the Wildcats when you look at it from a conference standpoint, because the Wildcats are 6-2 on the season, and they are tied for second with Bosse and Wrights. Bosse and Wrights play Friday night, so that's going to really determine where that stands. But then Evansville North stands at the top of the conference at 7-1, and they play Memorial tonight, so that's going to determine whether they win the conference or if Jasper may have an opportunity to tie for the conference championship if we can pull off a win tonight.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, we obviously just need to take care of ourselves tonight, and whatever happens elsewhere happens. You know, and not only do you want to come in here and play well because of the conference, but because of the sectional that's coming up also.
Yes.
You know, we need to put four quarters together once. We haven't done that for quite a while, in my opinion. You know, we've had some outstanding quarters here or there, but we haven't had four in one game for quite some time, and we need to do that tonight.
Yeah, there's no question, because, again, we're taking on a Harrison team that's always competitive. They've had their struggles over the last few weeks or so, just 2-4 in their last 6 games, but the Wildcats are also 2-4 in their last 6 games. So it's two teams that are really looking for wins, and Harrison comes into this ball game with a 4-3 conference record. So you know they're always competitive, so this is going to be a big game for both these teams tonight, as you mentioned, not only for the conference, but to prepare for the tournaments that's coming up for both of them. All right, so Harrison with the basketball to start things off. Tyrese Harris Armstead is number 2. Number 3 with the basketball is Amari Harrell. Dean Underwood, number 4. Aiden Terry is 23. And Ramyez Calvin, their leading scorer, but just a freshman, number 33, stands at 6'5". And Mainers has got the responsibility of guarding him down in the post as they're trying to feed it to him right now. So Armstead gets it back around as they work the perimeter. They like to go either 4 out, 1 down, or they'll move everybody out beyond the arc. And there's a drive. So a good cut to the basket there. Gets the first 2 points of the ball game for Aiden Terry.
Yeah, Harrison was very patient that first offensive possession, and they don't usually like to do that. They like to get up and down the floor. They're always very athletic.
So the Cats in their first possession facing a man-to-man defense. So Butel's got it, and also Riley Foy, Logan Day, number 5, Parker Ernie gets another start tonight, number 25, and Jalen Mainers, the leading scorer for this Wildcat team, has the ball right now. He's number 51. So Day has to back it out. So both teams showing some patience in their first 2 possessions of the ball game. And Ernie tries to find position. Now in the corner over there. Shot on the way for Day, but a good follow by Foy doesn't go, though. And we've got our first whistle of the ball game, and that's going to be a foul on the Wildcats.
Yeah, Butel did a very good job there. He had an open look, but he made that extra pass and got Day even a wider open look shot. We just didn't convert it, and then Foy did a good job coming in for the rebound, but then he couldn't put it in the basket either.
So Mainers does pick up that personal foul, so Harrison with an early lead. Still continuing on with their half-court offense. There's a three-pointer. It doesn't go there for Dean Underwood. So Jasper's going to bring it up as Butel drops it. Ernie with it now. Tries to look for a spot down in the lane. Now loses the handle. Scramble on the floor, and they're going to call a jump ball here, and possession will go to Jasper.
Yeah, we're fortunate there not to have a turnover.
So Jasper's last outing was on the road at Bloomington South, losing that game 60-51. Harrison last played at Terre Haute North. That was actually Saturday night, it looks like, and they lost that game 67-52. So Mainers gets the first two for the Wildcats. So 2.5 minutes into the ball game, we're locked at 2. Three-pointer not there for Terry, so Jasper's going to bring it up. Foy backs off, now feed over into the corner. That's going to be a three-pointer. It's long, but Foy's able to get the rebound. Mainers gets it, and high arching shot doesn't go, and here come the Warriors the other way. Amari Harrell with the basketball. Give up, now extends the big man. The freshman launches the three, but Calvin can't get that one to go, so Jasper's going to come the other way. We'll see if things start to pick up for both these teams offensively. Now that's Foy with an open three-point shot, and he hits a big one. Gives the Wildcats their first lead, 5-2, 4:38 on the clock here in the first quarter. And a nice drive right there by Aiden Terry, the left-handed shooter, gets the second bucket into the ball game, makes it 5-4.
One thing I noticed, Craig, in warm-ups, watching these guys shoot, these rims seem to be very springy. If the ball hits the rim, it really bounces. So you don't get a lot of rolls with those when that happens.
Yeah, so you got to pretty well be on target to hit baskets tonight. And that's a good job there by Foy to get another basket. So he's got 5 points, 7-4, Jasper with the lead. Left-handed shot on this, on the opposite side actually. So Aiden Terry's got 3 buckets. Keeping Harrison in the ball game, 7-6, Jasper with a 1-point lead. Ernie finds help from Butel on the right side. Mainers had an opening, but Butel didn't feed him. Now he's got a post up down low. A little short on his left-handed half hook there. Armstead gives it up. Underwood tries to make a move against Foy. Now gets it off to their big man. He's going to stop and shoot. Calvin can't get that one to go, but it's a rebound, but he does step out of bounds. So both teams starting to pick things up. They started off really slow with long possessions on their first couple of times down the court.
Yeah, that went out the door after the first possession by each team.
Yeah. So things picking up for both teams. We're starting to see some subs in. So Jasper gets Jack Levin over here, and then also number 20 is Ty Spear for the Warriors as the Warriors pick up full court here. Jasper able to break it. Day gives it up. Lamont now in for the Wildcats. He's going to set up for a three-point shot, so the Cats get that bucket right there, right within the offense. Good job, Lamont coming off the bench.
Yeah, it was. He was open. He spotted up well and was able to knock it down.
10-6, Jasper with a 4-point lead. Give up to Terry. He's been really looking for his shot tonight. Mari Harrell makes a move, kicks to the corner. There's a three-point shot that doesn't go. Spear was able to, or not able to hit that one. Now, Mainers does come down with the rebound, and there's going to be a reach on the Warriors, so that's going to be their first personal foul. So Day comes right back in. And he goes right back out. So unless there's a substitution, I think, okay, actually they brought in Cash Kendall. There we go. All right, so Harrison continues with their pressure on the Wildcats as they get it across. 2:26 on the clock. Kick to the corner, Foy. And he knocks down his third bucket of the ball game. So 8 quick points for the sophomore. And the Warriors need a timeout. So Jasper with a 13-6 lead. We'll take our first break with 12:17 to go here in the first quarter on 18 WJTS.
Contact Maringer Plumbing, Heating and Air at 812-482-4425. That's 812-482-4425. Located at 723 3rd Avenue in Jasper.
It's hard to stop a train.
Back once again here at Harrison High School after the timeout. Jason, it looks like a really nice start for the Wildcats offensively.
Yeah, they're shooting the ball well. You know, one thing is they're making the extra pass and they're getting it to the guy that's open. And so far we've been able to knock those shots down.
So as you said, you want to see us play 4 good quarters of basketball, so tonight would be a great night to get that.
Oh, yeah.
Spear doesn't have the shot, so he picks up his dribble. Now he drops it down, and good job by Calvin to keep that from going out of bounds and sets himself for an easy bucket underneath. 13-8 is our score with $1:48 to go here as Jasper continues to work against the press. Mainers at the top. Now gets to the corner. Levin. Lamont looking for a shot again. He hit a three-pointer earlier. Minute 33 on the clock. Foy can't find Mater, so he gets it to Lamont, so he gets a quick stop and pop, and he hits a second three-pointer. Jasper's hit 4 of them here in this first quarter, and it's extended to a 16-8 lead. We doubled them up.
Yeah, we're shooting the 3 well tonight.
Right in front of the official, Addy Thomas shuffled his feet a little bit before making his move, so that's a turnover there on the Warriors. So 16-8 Jasper with the basketball with a minute 11 to go here in the first. Levin with it. Now Mainers, he's going to shoot a 3. Long on that one, but a good job by Foy to get that rebound, and they actually call a foul on Spear. So second personal foul whistled against the Warriors with 56.5 to go. Nathan Fleener, the head coach for the Harrison Warriors, 10 years at the school, 135 and 96. Lamont really looking for a shot, but misses a little too long on that one.
Difference was those other ones he had his feet set. That one he wasn't set to shoot.
Calvin gets down on the blocks, but a good job by Mainers to disrupt that shot, so he's not able to get it to drop. 37 seconds for the Cats here. Continue with their offense. Foy's going to shoot one, and he hits another one. So Riley Foy, green light, and he has got 3 3-pointers in the first quarter. Now Harrison coming quickly with another shot, and that's actually rebounded down low. Kind of forcing up a shot was Dean Underwood. Jasper's able to defend it. Now the break gets cut off a little bit there. 13 seconds. Mainers gets to a good spot, drops it down to Levin, and he gets fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot a couple as personal foul will be called on Aiden Terry here. We were talking about that just in regards to when you come to the end of quarters, you know, so many times a certain player will get an isolation. I like what both these teams are doing, at least at the end of the first quarter here, is just continuing with their offense.
Yeah, I mean, you know, really there is no, I mean, I guess the coaches think that it's momentum. You know, if you can score the last bucket of the quarter, you carry momentum into the next quarter. But, you know, there's different philosophies on it. I like what we were talking about is where you just continue to play.
Right.
And whatever happens, happens. You know, if you don't get the last shot and you score, so what?
Right, right. Yeah, because, again, you know, in those situations, it's almost like too many times a guy just do a complete isolation and it turns into nothing, as opposed to if you continue your offense for 20 seconds or so.
Right.
As Jasper's doing right here. So they set up for a 3-point shot. Doesn't go, so that's going to end the quarter. But nice scoring output for the Jasper Wildcats to put 19 points on the board. And they lead 19-8 at the end of one here on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at Du Bois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Back once again here at Harrison High School. The Wildcats with a 19-8 lead, and big Big three-point barrage for the Wildcats in that first quarter, Jay.
It was. Unofficially, I've got them 5 for 9 from the three-point line in that first quarter. You know, me being the old school, old-fashioned guy, 9 three-pointers in one quarter is a lot. But when you can hit 5 out of them, 5 out of the 9, you know, what do you say? You know, but sometimes I just feel like we settle for that too quickly, too easily.
Yeah.
But
I felt like they all kind of flowed with the offense tonight.
Tonight they did. You know, I thought there might have been 1 or 2 in there that were kind of forced or quick early in the possession.
Right.
But, yeah, if we can continue that, we'll have a successful night, I believe.
All right, so the foul was whistled on Ernie, and Harrison able to convert the free throws. Amari Harrell. See, Harrison looks like being a little more aggressive as far as their man-to-man defense. And that's a shot taken there by Day that doesn't go, so he's looking to get on track. He's yet to score tonight. 19-10 is our score. Cross-court pass. Leaves an open shot there, and they're going to call the foul on Day as he got late there to defend Harrell on that shot.
And he's going to get 3 free throws. I feel like we, not just us, but in high school basketball as a whole, guys try to block so many shots. All Day had to do was go out, put his hand up in the guy's face so that he can't see the basket when he's trying to shoot. Would have done just as good as fouling him. You know, now fortunately he missed the first, and, you know, but, you know, I just, guys get caught up so much in trying to block shots that it leaves guys open, other guys open. It ends up in fouls like this situation.
Yeah, especially in the situation right there where he was a little bit late getting to him to defend that shot. You just need to back off. And
just run out at him, throw your hand up on his shooting side.
To be honest, in those situations, I would think it's like, you know what, all right, you didn't do your job as far as defending the shot, but you could at least block out and don't let them, you know, follow it. But most three-pointer shooters don't follow their shot unless it's a long rebound.
Right.
But still. All right, so he was 2 for 3 on that free throw trip to the line as Ernie makes a move into the lane. Now he gets it down in the blocks. He's able to make a spin move, goes up and puts that shot up. So Ernie showing some aggressiveness on that possession. First 2 for him. Jasper with a 9-point lead. And we've got a reach here, so they're going to actually call that on Butel away from the ball. So Foy's coming back in. Thornburg's going to sit. So the Wildcats with their starters on the floor right now. Armstead had nothing there, so gets it to Calvin. He's able to hang on to the possession. Hand off. Thomas with it, and it's Foy guarding him. Spears going to drive baseline. Butel cuts him off. Nice pass to the corner, but the shot doesn't go. But Calvin comes down with the rebound. He can't get it to convert. Good job by Ernie to attack that ball and get it out to Butel for a break. Now, beautiful feed right there. So Wildcats really showing things on that fast break here, Jason. That was nice.
Yeah, they did. Whoever it was that went up for the shot realized that somebody could have a chance to block it, and they found found Foy open for an easy bucket.
Right. All right, so Jasper leads by 11 right now, 23-12, 5:50 to go. So Harrison Warriors on the floor. All other starters with the exception of Ty Spear, number 20. Mainers almost gets it knocked away from him. Gets it back to Butel. Feed into Ernie. Ernie tries to go to his
He
left,
traveled.
and he did travel, yes. All right, so happy feet there for number 25. Gives the ball right back to the Warriors with 5:33 to go. They trail by 11 as they bring it up. Aiden Terry with it. Left side is Harrell. Spear tries to work the baseline. Now it's a three-point shot that doesn't go for Armstead, and Jasper comes down with the rebound. Mainers wanted to shoot it, but backs off. Day still looking for his first 2 points of the ball game. Or 3, if it's a 3. Ernie. Good defense there by Harrell on him. Almost gets knocked away, but Foy's able to recover with 4:48 on the clock here. Jasper showing some patience on this possession. Well, so much for that as Mainers shoots a jumper. So Mainers pops a 15-footer and gives Jasper a 13-point lead now. Good feed, but not quite leading him, but he was able to recover as Calvin. Could have had an easy bucket there. Armstead gives it up to Harrell. Baseline drive out, and actually ball gets knocked away and a quick timeout whistled over there. So Aiden Terry wanted to keep the possession, calls the timeout, and we'll take another break with 4:10 to go. 25-12, Jasper with a nice lead here in the second quarter on 18 WJTS.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Chevrolet Cadillac in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on select new Chevrolet models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough, dependable Silverado pickup, the comfortable and versatile Equinox, and the fun, fuel-efficient Trax, all priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Chevrolet Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
All right, so the Harrison Warriors with the basketball. Their only points have come from the free throw line in this quarter, so they're not really getting many good looks at the basket, Jason.
No, they're not. Again, Jasper's playing their good man-to-man defense tonight. And that's what, has led to Harrison shooting the balls as low a percentage as what they are.
Nice job there as the shot fake by Harrell led to a drive, but Cats were able to defend it there with the block by Mainers. Mainers now getting position down low and actually gets the benefit of the foul called on Calvin. But, this is one of those games where, again, Calvin's just a freshman, but he's a good scorer, averaging obviously 14 points a ball game and all that. But Mainers, being a junior and probably a little more experience, should be able to take advantage of that. But right there, Logan Day gets on track with his first three-pointer of the ball game. But we've seen a handful of games where, if Mainers just really works the block, I think he can score a lot better.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And tonight's one of those nights.
Yeah.
Harrell gets cut off in the lane there by Day. Now he feeds it to the wing. That sets up a three-point shot. Doesn't go. Calvin battles for the rebound, but good job there by Ernie to back off and get that steal. Sets up Day for another one. So the Jasper three-point shooting continues on with two quick ones there. Now Jasper has built a 19-point lead, 31-12.
Yeah, you can just see Harrison's inexperience. Like there was a freshman trying to pass to a freshman, and that pass had no chance at all to get where it was trying to go. And, like I said, their inexperience is showing tonight, in my opinion.
Well, that's a couple times down in the block. It was an errant pass for Calvin, who was wide open if they just dropped the pass in the right spot.
Right.
All right, so Maynard stops and pops, so his jumper's falling. He's got 2 buckets in the quarter. Jasper now leads by 21. So again, a key basketball game when it comes to the conference. Jasper looking to finish the conference with a 7-2 record and possibly get a share of the title, depending on what happens tonight between North and Memorial. So Day comes up with a block there. Cats trying to run. Good drop down. And Cats are able to convert, so Levi Klaus gets in on the fun here, and Jasper is really extended now to a 23-point lead, and another timeout by the Warriors. So 35-12, 2:03 to go here in the first half here on 18 WJTS.
Southern Indiana Propane recognizes the hard work and dedication that our student athletes put forth to prepare to play their best in representation of our schools. The team at Southern Indiana Propane works to be tough on safety and easy on the pocketbook for our customers. When it comes to safety, we are the most stringent in the area because we want to do all we can to help our customers have confidence that their energy choice is a safe and efficient low-carbon option that is reliable and ready when you are. Propane, energy for everyone.
All right, so the Harrison Warriors on a home night, actually senior night for the Warriors, and they find themselves down by 23 points as the Jasper Wildcats have been almost flawless here in the second quarter scoring-wise.
Yeah, we've only missed one shot, the opening shot of the quarter, and every shot since then we've made.
So Jasper's got 7 field goals in the quarter compared to none for Harrison. Harrison has just scored on 4 free throws tonight, or here in this quarter at least. Drive there by Terry, trying to make a move. Not there, gives it up. Front of their bench with Dustin Gerner in the basketball game, number 22, as he feeds up top. Cut off there, Terry with nowhere to go. Underwood in the corner, now he finds Calvin, and they end up calling a foul there, I thought. Boy, before he even went up with that shot, at least Foy had his hand on the basketball, but they end up calling a foul.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he had it on the ball or if he had it on his arm,
yeah.
But I guess the official saw the arm.
I was waiting for possibly a held ball call
yeah.
there, but so it's first personal foul whistled on Foy. Cats actually have 4 fouls in the quarter. John Gable questioning the officials on what's going on. I think he agrees with what we were saying.
Well, I think what he's talking about too is, was he actually in the act of shooting,
right?
Or was he, on the ground with the ball? I'm assuming that's what Coach Gable's asking about. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
all right, so Calvin is going to get 2 free throws. So the freshman has just 2 points so far.
Well, how did he only get 1?
Did he hit the shot?
He didn't even shoot it, did he? No.
Well, they got 15 on the board. 12. So, yeah, I guess they count. I don't even remember the basket going in. I guess I missed that.
They had to give him the basket and then 1 free throw.
1 free throw, okay.
But I never even saw him shoot it.
I know.
I'll have to watch this tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, so a 3-point play for the Harrison Warriors. They get their first field goal with just a little over a minute to go. Trailing by 20 right now. Jasper with the 35-15 lead. Shot doesn't go right there for Lamont. So the Warriors looking to try to claw their way back. 3-point shot, not even close there. I could see that from here. Underwood missed it.
You could tell right away that didn't have a shot to go in.
Cats with 37 seconds to go as they continue to work their offense. Mainers try to grab at, but it winds up in the hands of Day. 25 seconds. Lamont against Spear there. Down to 15. Mainers comes out and gets it.
Harrison's only got 1 foul, but
Lamont can't get there, but Mainers almost tips it up and in, and that will end the first half. So Jasper had a 23-point lead, but a 3-point play late there for the Warriors to finally get their first bucket of the second quarter. But Jasper with a nice first half, putting 35 points on the board here, Jason.
Yeah, that was, you know, obviously I don't have the shooting totals yet for the half, but it has to be really, really well because I only had us missing 3 shots in the second quarter. Yeah. So, you know, a combination of Harrison's turnovers, us shooting the ball well, and Harrison's inexperience, in my opinion, has led to the 20-point lead here at halftime. You know, if we come out and play the second half like we're capable of playing, we should be okay. But, you know, if Harrison's coach gets after him at halftime and they come out and get after it on defense and press and do some things that rattles us a little bit, then, you know, you can come back from a 20-point lead. It's not easy, but, you know, you just have to continue to play the game the way we've been playing the first half.
Yeah, and I'm sure that they're probably going to be a little bit more aggressive, maybe with like full court pressure and all that.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments they make, but right now Jasper enjoys a 20-point lead as we go into half here on 18 WJTS.
The winter clearance event is on at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper. Right now, get year-end savings on remaining new 2025 models in stock, but only while supplies last. Shop favorites like the tough and powerful Tacoma pickup and the popular versatile RAV4 SUV. Available now and priced to move. Plus, you never pay any dealer fees or document fees at Jubilar's, saving you even more. Don't delay. Come in today for the winter clearance event at Jubilar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Well, we're back once again here at Harrison High School as both teams come on the floor to start the second half. The Jasper Wildcats with a 20-point lead, 35-15. And quick look at the scoring for the Wildcats. They are led by Riley Foyce, 13 points. 6 points for Logan Day with 2 3-pointers in that second quarter. Parker Ernie's got a bucket. 3 buckets for Jalen Mainers for 6 points. And Kean Lamont hit 2 3-pointers in the first quarter for 6. And Levi Klaus has a bucket. For the Warriors, just 3 players have scored, led by Aiden Terry's 6 points in the first quarter, 4 points for Amari Harrell, and 5 points for Calvin. So Cats with the possession, the first possession of the second half here.
Yeah, Jasper just needs to take care of the basketball here in the second half. You know, obviously, if they can continue to shoot as well as they did in the first half, they'll be all right. But again, it's just making sure we take care of the ball. Oh boy.
That's a 3-pointer, hits the side of the backboard. So Harrison obviously looking to score quickly as Calvin can't quite get that to go, and Jasper comes down with the rebound. Calvin a little short-armed on that shot. But now ball falls to the ground there, and it's a held ball that'll go to the Warriors.
Be a turnover that, I mean, Ernie was trying to do a little bit too much there. There was nothing, and he was kind of lost control of the ball and couldn't find it to get it back out.
So the Warriors, who just had 1 field goal in the second quarter, looking to get more offensive output. They're going to have to if they're going to try to work their way back into the basketball game, and that's going to be an opportunity going to the free throw line. So Butel picks up his second personal foul, and that will put Amari Harrell to the line where he is 4 for 5 tonight. Hit those 4 free throws in the second quarter. He pops that one.
I can't believe they called that foul on Max, and I thought it was Ernie. Yeah. Ernie was all over him, but
so Harrell 2 for 2 there. Gets the Warriors within 20. It's now an 18-point ball game, 35-17. 1 minute into the third. And actually, Harrison kind of bails out the Wildcats with a foul because he was trapped there.
Yeah, he was in trouble, and luckily they called a foul.
Parker Ernie not normally handling the ball at that point of the court. Detail with it. Ernie finds Mainers on the baseline. He's double teamed. Max drives, kicks back out. Foy. Drop down into Ernie. Ernie with the trees, but shot fake. Got the shot off and looked like a good look for him, but rolled out, and so Jasper will hang on to possession here. 35-17, 6:28 on the clock. Quick inbound to Foy, and he will be fouled. So that's going to go on Harris Armstead. So Foy, just a second trip for the Wildcats to the line tonight. Levin was 0 for 2 in the first quarter. Foy's able to hit that one. And 2 for 2, so good night for Foy tonight, 15 points. There's a drive and a nice double pump shot right up there for Aiden Terry. So he had 3 quick buckets in the first quarter and gets his first bucket of the second half for 8 points. Day from the corner, so Jasper's 3-point shooting continues. Day has hit 3 of them tonight.
Yeah, in the first half, I had Jasper 7 of 11
yeah.
from the three-point line for 63%, and they're 1 of 2 this quarter already. So
the 3-point shot has been a part of their offense all night tonight, and they're converting.
Yeah, we've almost shot as many threes as we have twos.
Yeah. Underwood in trouble, gets it back out. Terry with it. Warriors, Jasper's defense has been outstanding all night tonight. From the Warriors to just 2 field goals in the last 11 minutes of this ball game. Calvin trying to make a move, spins, kicks back out. Open look and able to take advantage of it right there is Underwood. Dean Underwood gets his first bucket of the night. 40-22 is our score. Jasper with an 18-point lead. Ernie gives it up. Butel now up top. Foy gets to the baseline but gets it knocked away from behind. Good defensive play there by Amari Harrell. A loose ball right there. Harrison's able to hang on, but they got to get across the 10-second line. They do. And the feed down low to Calvin, but the pass angle's not there. This time it is, so a good feed by number 2, Harris Armstead, to give Calvin his 7th point of the night. So Harrison trimming a little bit, making it a 16-point game right now. Jasper led by as many as 23 in this ball game. Mainers can't handle it there and loses it. Harrison quickly the other way. Spin move, shot up, doesn't go for Terry, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2. So that's the thing, when you get to that lead where you're up by 23 or so, you know, then all of a sudden slowly Harrison's starting to trim things down a little bit.
Well, and I had us for 1 turnover in the first half, and we've got 3 already in this quarter, and we're halfway through it.
Right.
So, you know, that's what helps. That's what allows teams to get back in games. I mean, we're fortunate enough that we had a 20-point lead, you know, so those turnovers aren't quite as big, but, you know, they've cut it to 16. But if it was a 6-point game and you had those turnovers, you know, that's where we've got to have somebody out there on the floor, and we've talked about this, to be a floor leader in times like this when the team's struggling a little bit. Somebody needs to step up and take control of it, calm everybody down, say, okay, now everybody get out of my way. I'm going to bring this ball. I'm a ball handler. I can handle the ball. I'm going to bring it up the floor. But
well, in that situation right there, I mean, you know, again, Lamont gets the inbounds and nobody's down there to help him out.
Right, and our best ball handler, Butel's sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not to say these other guys, I mean, they should all be able to handle it.
Right. And Foy kind of takes it there. Now it's a feed over into Day, so Day's going to launch a 3. Doesn't go there. Mainers battles for the rebound, able to tip him to himself, and goes up for the shot and is able to convert. So Mainers with 8 points now. So that was a big basket Jasper needed there.
Yeah, they did.
So it's 42-25. And good job by Day to kind of hang in the air there and come up with that block.
See, I mean, Calvin's playing a little bit more authority this quarter. You know, I mean, we got lucky there because he had, you know, and as a freshman, you know, he's going to get better. And,
yes.
And that, I guarantee in 2 years, Ernie's not, or whoever blocked that shot's not blocking him.
No.
You know,
no.
But, you know, the thing you got to remember is he's just a freshman, you know, and that's what makes a big difference in these situations.
Well, he's already standing at 6'5", you know, again.
Yeah.
Room for growth, and also, you know, he's got a good sized body, but you fill that out.
Yeah.
He can be an outstanding ball player. Off to a good start with 14 points a ball game as a freshman. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Jump shot on the way, so Harrison, who really struggled to put the ball in the hole, is starting to find it here in this third quarter. Fourth field goal, and they have now made it a 15-point basketball game. 42-27.
And that was a good decision by Lamont. I mean, you know, just because you broke the press, you don't need to go through with it.
Well, Ernie's made some moves down low, but I think he's just really struggling with his height there where, you know, his timing's off a little bit. And so, you know, when you got Calvin and others down there disrupting your shot, you're just not able to get that up and in.
Yeah, and Ernie jumps well, and he jumps quick. And the thing with Harrison's got some guys that can jump right with him.
Yeah.
You know, and it's making it a little bit tougher for him tonight than what he has in some games.
Yeah. Well, there's a pickpocket right there. We saw that coming, so good job by Spear. Now he's going to go the other way, and he will go to the line to shoot too. So Harrison changing things here in this third quarter. Jasper led by 20 at halftime, and right now it's a 15-point game, and they're looking to cut it to 13.
This is a good half for us, in my opinion, because we need to see going into the tournament, what are we going to do when teams panic?
Yeah.
And that's what Harrison's in a panic mode right now. You know, what are we going to, you know, if teams watch this film, they're going to say, hey, you know, let's put some pressure on them because they struggle with them.
Right, the ball handling.
Yeah, and that's what, you know, we have to do a better job of taking care of it.
And so Levin was able to help Foy there, but Foy gets to the basket, but not under real good control, and so Harrison comes down with the rebound, and Foy knocks it out of bounds. So Harrison will hang on.
And, you know, and that, again, you got a nice lead, you got 2 minutes, just move the ball, you know. We just got to get a little bit better basketball smarts, I guess you could call it. You know, and that's where you need a senior out there on the floor to talk to these guys, to, you know, let them know, hey, you know, what do we need to do? What, you know.
Harrison has a chance to cut it down to 10 if his three-point shot goes in, but it does not. Lamont comes down with the rebound, but he's going to get pickpocket if he doesn't watch it there. Out to the corner, Levin. Back out to Lamont.
Slow down.
Yeah.
I mean, we're playing like our pants are on fire.
Right.
You know, slow down. We got a nice lead. We don't need to be in a hurry.
Harrison's really stepped up their defensive aggressiveness, obviously.
I mean, they got guys flying everywhere.
So Jasper, and right there, Foy. Thank goodness of his outstanding night tonight with 18 points, and he hits another three. It's his fourth of the ball game. There's a stop and pop. It doesn't go. Mainers comes down with a rebound, and there's going to be a reach. So this one should go on Aiden Terry. All right, so Day's coming back into the ball game. Butel still sits, probably our best ball handler out there.
Yeah.
And senior leader, of course.
I mean, in my opinion, you know, Max has played a lot of varsity games. He's a guy I would like to see out on the floor right now.
Good hands, and now, wow, they end up calling a foul. I thought that was pretty clean play there by Harrell.
I did too, but
it's an outstanding look there by Day to drop it down into Mainers, but man, real quick hands there by Harrell, but they call him for the foul, and he's going to shoot two. Man, that was in and out. So the Cats just 2 of 5 from the line tonight. 16-point lead as subs come in. 54 seconds, we're inside of a minute, so Cash Kendall in the ball game. Mainers gets the roll on that second one, so he's going to sit down as the Cats bring in Levi Klaus. So Cats with 4 bench players on the floor right now. This last possession, Spear can't get that to go, but a battle. Somebody's got to come up with a rebound, and Harrison's got it right now. And
travel.
They're going to call a jump ball. I didn't see really a Wildcats hand getting onto that basketball.
I didn't either. To me, it was a travel because the Harrison guy had both arms wrapped around it, and he rolled over. And they always tell you, you can't roll over with the basketball.
I know. Jasper having trouble inbounding, and a little lob winds up in the hands of Kendall. So Harrison staying aggressive. There's 36 seconds to go here in the quarter. The defensive pressure has really stepped up by the Warriors here. Drop down, and boy, there's nowhere to go with that pass. Oh my goodness, Levin. You know, and again, situation right there, Levin has no business shooting that shot. I mean, because again, 16 seconds to go, and it was a completely out of the rhythm of the offense shot, whether he can hit it or not.
And he's not a three-point shooter.
Yeah, on top of it. Yeah.
You know, on top of what the points you made, you know, and that's what we just, I don't know.
So Jasper still with a 17-point lead, but Harrison with the chance to trim here with 8 seconds. Driving feed to the corner. So shot up does not go there for Dustin Gerner, who came in, I think, just for the three-point shooting. And whew, that could have been a lot worse than what it was. So Harrison really stepped up things. They scored a little bit more as far as buckets in that quarter and defensively, but Jasper still with a 17-point lead as we go to quarter 4 here on 18 WJTS.
The preceding was a special presentation of 18 WJTS TV. High school basketball on WJTS is proudly brought to you by Southern Indiana Propane, Mehringer Plumbing, Heating and Air, DuBois County Tire, Ubelor & Sons Chevy, Cadillac, Toyota, and 18 WJTS, a DC broadcasting company. Thank you for watching.